Hey everybody, PJ here again. Mere minutes after ending the last episode, got myself some tea. I had a chocolate and remembered that it is Valentine's Day. So, to that end, we're about to do the most romantic thing possible, which is try to escape from the laboratory of a mad scientist whose experiments were focused primarily on resurrecting the dead. Let's see here. Now, pardon me. I'm very sorry about that. You wouldn't think allergies would be a problem in the winter, but they are. Now, the thing about chapter 5, which is the final chapter, by the way, uh, is that it's a bit more obtuse, I guess would be the word, than the prior four. Not majorly so. Here, let me read this real quick and then I'll get back to talking about what I'm talking about. Experiment number 1.27. Subject Alpha 17 Lamprina Arata. Subject unresponsive to post-mortem application of serum number 4 combined with electrical stimulation of range 10 to 100. I think that's mega amps. Corpus degradation considerable with high amperes. Conclude coleoptera is unsuitable for further study. I don't know what any of these science words mean here. What's up? I wonder what's in that cabinet at the back of the room. Right, so the first time I did this chapter, it took me like half an hour to even figure out where I was supposed to start. I think that where you start is either back here or back over here. It's one or the other. This thing's pretty sick, but it's not relevant at the moment, unfortunately. I have no idea what that is, by the way. It's not really given a proper explanation. A drawer and the cabinet at the back of the room. Right. Like I was saying, this one's... We don't need to do this yet. This one's a little more obtuse than the rest of the game, but not majorly so. So hopefully we'll be able to bang this out. Maybe it's this one? Yeah, I think it's this. Yes, okay. That did not take nearly as long the second time around. Pardon me. Experiment number 2.07. Subject Beta 4, Radis. Subject necrosis significantly halted by pre-mortem application of serum number 5. Temporary musculature reflex restoration witnessed with post-mortem electrical stimulation of range 75 to 85 mega amperes. I believe that Radis is in fact just a rat. So we got here a screwdriver. I can't click on that yet for whatever reason. There's also these numbers, and I don't remember the significance to those either. Surely there is something around here that we can screw or unscrew. Sounds like every day of my life. That workbench looks interesting. Yeah. That workbench, that workbench. That's not a workbench. And that workbench. They all look very interesting. So does that one back there. Dan's hints are even a little bit less useful than they often are in this particular chapter. Did I read this one already? Yeah, I did. By the way, I'm pretty sure Lamprina Arata is that arm floating in a container back there, so that's pretty sick. Darn it. There's a large spherical container on the workbench. This thing? Oh yeah, I guess we do unscrew this. I take it back, Dan. You helped a lot. A wooden box. So this has symbols on it, and I believe what we have to do if I'm remembering right, is go over to the decoder plate over here, and like, yeah, you'll see that each one of these symbols corresponds to a number. So we have to find the symbols on the box. So like this river symbol is the number 1. So set that to 1. We're looking for an S with a line through it. That's number 7. That to 7. And lost.jpg. We are looking for that too. That is number 3. Alright. And we get a battery. Big ol' battery. So the theme of this area, as you can probably tell, is like this Frankenstein-y type stuff. And this one, actually, I like a lot too. And if you haven't picked up on it by now, I really like the settings in this game a whole lot. I don't think there are any of them that are bad, and if I had to rank them, it would be pretty difficult for me to do so. I believe what we do is we put this in the charger and we crank the wheel. By the way, if anybody has any idea whether machines like this actually existed, let me know. Because I've never heard of such a thing, but it doesn't seem horribly far-fetched. Like a cranker to fill the battery with juice. The Parker Cell Company. Carbon battery. General purpose, 15 volts, made in England. Yeah. Cool. And then where do we put this? I think it goes over here. There's a couple batteries, I think. Like there's 2 or 3. Okay, and now we get the lasers, which are a big focal point in this chapter. Now we go to the mirror. And it's like, ooh, what do we aim the laser at? You aim the laser at the thing that is red like the laser. Or maybe not? I thought it was that you aimed the laser at the thing that was red like the laser. Maybe it is that. Let me go look. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And that pops another laser beam open up top. And we'll get to that one momentarily. For now, we have this star-shaped handle. You guys noticing that star-shaped keys are a recurring theme in this game, and also the previous one? That's interesting. I don't know if there's some kind of symbolism behind that, or if it's just like one of the designers has a fascination with star-shaped keys. Which, hey, if that's the case, I mean, who am I to judge? I own a cassette player in 2016. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, I am actually recording. I've said this before, but I get paranoid about that now. The one time I was doing an Enter the Gungeon episode, and I recorded a whole thing without turning the recorder on, and it was pretty sucky. A drum of images. This is another thing where I'm not sure if it's real or if it's like a steampunk invention. Anyway, let's read this letter. From the Kirkton Sanatorium, I believe that is a mental ward. Infirmary and Municipal Dispensary for Consumptives. 22 Urquhart Mount, Aberdeen, Scotland. Dear Professor de Montfaucon, we'll go with that, sounds better. Dear Professor de Montfaucon, while I don't doubt your altruistic motives, your sister's condition is not aided by her continued confinement to your estate. I beg of you to see Madame Lucy return to the sanatorium as early as can be arranged. Yours, Dr. Beckett. That's a good name, Dr. Beckett. I've collected a large drum of slides. There must be a way to view them. There sure is, Dan. I believe it's this thing over here. Yeah. I think what we do is now we... No, I guess we don't get that one back. I think there's another battery somewhere that we gotta find that will allow us to we get it and we put it in there, and then we can look at the images on the reel or the drum or whatever the hell you want to call it. Let's look around for some sneaky clues. There is a really cool twist on the lens later in this chapter, but I'm not going to spoil it, other than to say that it exists. That's not spoiling something to say that there is a twist, I don't think. Maybe it is, I don't know. I guess it depends on who you ask. What? I still have the screwdriver, so I know I take it to something else, but I forget what. Must be a way to open the doors of the cabinet. The left one looks promising. Oh, can I screw these off? No. This is the left one. I'm not going to hear any arguments to the contrary. Left and right are not up for debate, even in 2017. What? The brackets holding the left cabinet door closed have numbers that seem to relate to the drawers. What? I don't remember this part, which means that I'm gonna have trouble with it until I do remember it. Can I change the number on? Whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe I can. Maybe now that that's on 1, I can slide it open somehow. Hey. Hey, what's this? Is that a secret compartment? It looks like a secret compartment. This right here, do you see it? It looks like 2 little doors that flip open and have something inside them. Are there hidden switches on the drawers? I don't know, are there? No. It... down. On the underside? I mean, this doesn't even seem to be textured down here. I'm a little lost. Down. Going down, down, baby. Your street in a Range Rover. Boom, boom, baby. All ready to let it go. Milky, milky Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, I actually don't understand. No, I don't need to read about Radis anymore. Part of the plaque is missing. Okay, well, cool. Try the other one? Maybe I need to look under this drawer. There's something on the side. Okay, that got the second one. Maybe the switch on the other one is just on the other side of the drawer, because I don't think I looked over, like, from here facing this way. So let's take a look. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm a simpleton. What can I say? Bugs. Alright. There's a bug missing. If the label's correct, it should be a stag beetle. Probably a little late to say this, but if you have a fear of insects, especially dead ones, maybe don't watch this video, because there's gonna be quite a few. Specimens missing. I don't remember what we do from here. Can I look? Can I get this? Subject EH, upper right appendage severed at glenohumeral joint. Necrosis in subject halted completely via pre-mort application of serum 5, followed by post-mort application of serum 4. Perfect musculature reflex witnessed with electrical stimulation at 77 and 3 3/4 mega amperes. I think that's actually the arm. Hey, there's a hidden switch in here too. What the heck? Too many switches, too many switches. I was right, it was a secret compartment. Large handle. A large handle. Does this just go to this? That may very well be the case. Oh. Dragging the wrong thing. No, it doesn't look like it. I guess that's electrical or something. Automatic. Let me think. Sit down in my thinking chair and think. Let's go in the center table. We do certainly have... No, maybe like... Aha! In here? Yeah, okay. So we can move this to here and pull up this. What is it? I think this is a crystal. I'm not trying to click on that game. Game's normally pretty good about that kind of thing. I want the crystal though. Oh, you know what? I think I have to move it so that the beam hits it. Firing. Yep, that's what I gotta do. That pops open a third laser, which is firing over here. So let's angle this mirror to hit the big bug with the mirror on it, as is the natural order. And that pops open this. Yeah, okay. Here's our second battery. And I think I need to take this beetle. And I think I need to take, like, one of these tonics or something. Let's screw this off. What's in here? A piece of broken plaque that goes over there. Let's read this. Subject L, cardiac viscous. Whoops. Necrosis halted indefinitely. Manual operation at 77 and 3 1/4 mega amperes. Facsimile of life restored only with proximity to raw null. No further avenues, no way back. Dear Lucy, forgive me, I was too late. How sad. I believe the implication here is that mad scientist man's sister is near death, and he was trying to save her with this null business, and I do not believe that it worked out well for him, which is sad. Get a fuse. I think we need this in a little bit. Let's charge this battery. Crinkling, boobally hole. And that breaks this fuse, which we then use a screwdriver to remove, which somehow this doesn't seem safe, but whatever. Burnt out fuse, I'll discard it. We put the new one in, close it back up. Somehow we don't need to screw it back in. And then we try again. And then we pull. And I believe this allows us to look at the images on the picture drum that is over here. Just pop this sucker in here, close the door, and take a look-see. Pretty weird, right? Yerk. It lives. Do I have to look with my lens on? Yeah, okay. Two V's and a crossbow. Now I forget what I do with that information, but hey, now we have a green ground beetle. I also don't know, by the way, how many of these species of beetle are real. Not really I don't even remember what an insectologist is called. It might just be called an insectologist, but it might be a different name too. I ain't no bug scientist. Yeah, so two birdies and a crossed O. I think we might put that in here. Yeah, that's 60. Yeah, 60. Now, what is the significance of 60? That I don't remember. Because there's no numbered dialer, at least there's not one yet. And we're out of items. Let's head over here. Looking through the eyepiece, there's a strange marking on the drawer in the cabinet. There is. In this drawer right here? No, there's not. Maybe he means the other drawer. Dan, you're being an omniscient clue god again. I told you to stop that. I'm just talking about the down mark, which I still don't quite understand the significance of. Is there something on the underside of one of the cabinet drawers? Well, I thought that too. Oh. I guess I just didn't check under number 2. Okay, well, there you go. Now we get a small metal handle. And this is for Narnia. No, this is for the decoder plate. Pop this in, and now we cannot make numbers anymore, but we can make, yeah, you know, yeah. And we make 60, and it gives us this, which is another one of these keys that I believe we have to... Oh, no, I guess not. I guess it just looks like that. Kind of looks like the cross on Hungary's flag in EU4, if you're familiar with that game. And I believe that that is to this lock over here. We have to fiddle with it a little bit to get it to fit. Yeah, okay. So, 2, and then the arrow shape up top. And that gives us the big bug. Large stag beetle. Gross. Anyway, let's pop this back on the scientific display. And yeah, another mirror. I believe what we then have to do is go back over here and re-aim this down to that one. Yeah. No? No, because then I guess that breaks the chain. Alright, so it's not from this mirror that we do that. Oh, maybe it is. Because it won't let me move it back. Well, where do I... Huh. I guess now I have to aim this one somewhere else. Where would that be? I may have to look through the thing for this one. I guess that doesn't do anything. Oh, there it is, okay. And that gives us a lens, which we pop on top of our regular red lens. So now we have all the colors of the rainbow on this thing. Welcome. It seems to be my fate to be let me try that again. Welcome. It seems to be my fate to be forever standing on the shoulders of greater men. Montfalcon's work here makes mine appear that of a child, but he never cracked the final secret to the doors as I have. He carried with him the key all along, and he never realized. The soul is the root of the null. It comes down to a simple trade, mine for hers, and hers for yours. The heart is the seat of the soul. Travel well and don't look back. Whatever you see here, don't ever look back. And I still see you, something shining in the sun, etc., etc. Anyway, yeah, this basically makes us see crazy things with our wizard eyeball. What's this all about? There's a new lens attached to my eyepiece. What will it reveal? Oh, Dan, your innocence is so charming. Actually don't recall what we do with this. I might have to line up something on the table, or... Like I said, there's a lot of crazy to take in here. Actually, it's mostly just math. I don't know if these are real equations or not. My assumption is no, but you never know. Looking through the eyepiece reveals patterns on those rotating plates on the front of the central box. Rotating plates? Oh, look at that. Okay. Huh. I can't seem to move it, though. 3. Okay. There's another one over here. So, first the triangle has to face... Hold on. Okay. First the Triforce has to face up and to the right. So let's see if I can get this thing moving so I can actually do that. Oh wait, is it this little bit down here that lets me move it? Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. So, Triforce, I, and this one I can just guess. There we go. And that does definitely a human heart. No doubt about it. We Frankenstein now, boys. Some Full Metal Alchemist stuff going on right here. Now, I do believe that this is right here is the last puzzle in the game. Or is it even a puzzle? I thought that they tossed up one more of those. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we just have to line up the symbol, and then our journey will come to an end. So before I fix this and launch into what I believe to be the ending cinematic, just wanted to say thank you for sticking through my Let's Plays of Room and Room 2. I said it already way back in like the second episode of the first series, but I genuinely cannot recommend these games enough if you like puzzles at all. They're not super difficult, and just the atmosphere and the setting and even the storyline is really cool. And, you know, like I said, they're only $5 a piece, and that's when they're not on sale. So, if you've got $10, I see no reason why, if you like this, why you shouldn't go pick those up. But enough shilling. Let's pull the sliders into place and get out of here. Be quiet now. Yeah, so that was the room 2. Let me read this bit here. Congratulations, you have completed the room 2. Where many have faltered, you have succeeded in discovering the many mysteries held within this most unique space. You fled the laboratory and escaped the confounded house where it all began. After much scientific study, I can only conclude that it is an absolute impossibility that the null sample under my custody is the only one in existence. It stands to reason, then, that there must be a great number of somehow coordinated samples which exert some form of control over these curious events. Professor de Montfaucon, the 19th of November, 1903. Anyway, yeah. I will let you guys read this bit yourself. Basically, they're just telling you if you like the game, to buy it. And, well, buy it is implied, but to spread the word if you're into it. Basically, what I said a couple minutes ago. Yeah, that's the room 2. So, if nobody minds, and well, if you do, sorry, but this is my YouTube channel. It's gonna take a minute to talk here. Like I said, thank you for sticking with both series through to the end. Again, like, great games. I know for a fact that there is a room 3, and I think there's a 4th one too. But those are not on PC yet. The minute they come out, if I have $5, I'm going to be buying them, and maybe this time I'll play through them blind on camera. I don't know. You guys should tell me whether you prefer the sort of shorter style with me already knowing most of it beforehand, or whether you would like to see a longer series with me figuring out the puzzle in real time. The caveat there is obviously that I might end up having to resort to a guide, but anyway, yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so. Other than thanking you guys for what is probably the 4th or 5th time now. Like I said in the start of, I think, episode 3 or 4, I made these videos while my internet was out, just for something to do, and it really does mean a lot to me that you guys took the time to watch them. So, yeah. As always, I am PJ. You are yourself. If you liked the video, take the time to like the video on YouTube, and hey, go buy The Room and The Room 2 on Steam. And if you've got a cell phone that can play it, maybe buy The Room 3 and The Room 4 if it exists too. And, you know, leave positive reviews and tweet and all that good stuff. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.